Hello and welcome to my review of Palmer, Justin Timberlake's new movie. Before I start, if you like this review, please do hit that like button, comment and hit that subscribe button. The movie itself is based on a character called Eddie Palmer who's just come out of prison after 12 years. The character is played by Justin Timberlake. It is a relatively simple film from the beginning, but it does start to develop after the second character, called Sam, played by Ryder Allen, is introduced. Now Sam is a 12-year-old boy who has a lot of complexities in the way he acts. You can quite quickly tell that Sam has come from a troubled family, and he's clearly portraying what today's society is now trying to emphasize, and that it's okay for a boy to be playing with dolls or to be in touch with his feminine side without being judged for it. And this, I think, is a real strength in the film. I do think Justin Timberlake is a very underrated actor. I thought he was brilliant in Runner Runner and also in Time. Now, he's also underutilized in this film. I mean, for the first half of the film, he really just grunts and moans his way through. What does bring a lot of body to it is Sam. Sam's acting, especially for what is equivalent to a 12-year-old boy, is brilliant, and he's what drives this film into the third act. What's key is the interactions between Sam and Eddie, and that is what is going to give this movie heart and emotion, and what's going to make you keep watching the film to find out what happens at the end. Now, unfortunately, the movie itself does have a very weak script. On top of that, it's something that is quite predictable, and there's so many cliches in this film that it makes you think that the director should have taken a step back and tried to think of something a little bit original, something a little bit new to stop this genre being so oversaturated with the same old film. Now, don't get me wrong, as I mentioned, the interactions between Sam and Eddie are what makes this film worth watching. Unfortunately, because you know where the film's going and you know what's going to happen and you know the emotional journey quite early on, whether you want to sit and watch the whole film is another story. I still did enjoy this film, and it's one of those films where I can't quite put my finger on why I enjoyed it. I mean, I do like Justin Timberlake as an actor anyway, but I don't think that's the reason I carried on watching it. It was more because I almost wanted to see it to the end, even though I knew what was going to happen. So that's a strange one for me. I guess the reason you should or should not watch this film is basically if you don't mind predictability, if you don't mind cliches, but you want something which does give you emotion and does give you that uplifting redemption-esque story, then you'll probably want to put this on, sit back and get the popcorn out. I would give this movie a B, and that's because I don't know why I enjoyed it, but I did, and it's one of those films where I think you can put it on in the background and you'll still want to watch it till the end. So check it out. Do comment below what you thought of the film and what you thought of this review, and do hit that like button, and don't forget to check out my short for the new film Finding Oana, which is on Netflix right now.